Hi, I'm Vernon L. Bowling, and welcome to another edition of Focus. As I hope you know, Focus has been on the air for over 40 years. We've been continuing to bring you, the African American community, problems, accomplishments, as well as successes that we've had within the African American community. Don't touch that remote. Matter of fact, you can get your pencils or papers together and write down some information that we're going to give to you that's going to be very important that you probably can use later. We'll be right back with more Focus after these messages.
Hi, I'm Calais Campbell of your Arizona Cardinals, and the season is here, so you better be watching. I'm talking about the water safety season, because a drowning can happen in just a few seconds, and we can't afford to lose this game.
That's right, Calais. I'm Phoenix Fire Chief Bob Kahn. The Arizona Cardinals and the Phoenix Fire Department have teamed up to remind you to always watch your kids around water and never swim alone.
Water safety season never ends. Please watch your kids around water.
Thank God natural hair is back. And we are with one of the pioneers of natural hair care, Arlette England. We're in Scottsdale at Hairloks by Arlette. You don't want to miss this show because she's going to give you some insider information that's going to help you take care of your hair.
I love the line because it's a natural product and it's water soluble, meaning that it won't clog your hair cuticle and it won't lay on top of your hair, and it breaks down when water hits it, which means after any kind of anything in her line that is a styling product, it won't stay on the hair when it's washed. So when the water hits it, it breaks right on down and it cleanses.
Nice.
You know. But one of the main importance of conditioning and shampooing the hair is also to get to the scalp and nourish the scalp. So that's another reason why I like her product line, because it has all the ingredients to give all the nourishing aspects to my clients' hair and scalp. It's like very therapeutic. Along with this scalp massage.
Yeah, that's like my favorite part.
Yeah, because the scalp massage actually helps to bring all of the natural oils back to the scalp, stimulates the hair follicle for healthy hair growth. It relaxes the client, so they always come back. They always have to come back. But this is so therapeutic. And going to a stylist should be very therapeutic. And not so much just a natural stylist, but any stylist should, you should feel comfortable and feel like they're doing the best they can do for your hair, for healthy hair growth.
One of the things I love about you is that you say that this is your love. You love doing what you do.
I really do.
And it shows in the work that you do.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're in lots of magazines.
Yeah.
You are in lots of natural hair care magazines. I mean, when I go to New York, it's like I run into you all the time. You're there getting awards. So for natural hair care, you're one of the pioneers in natural hair. And that's one of the things I love about you.
Well, thank you.
Love what you do,
I
and
do.
it shows in your work.
Well, here's the thing. So let's talk about the pioneers. Number one, natural hair care. The industry has started doing a Master Pioneer Award, and the Master Pioneer Awards are the trailblazers and the pioneers and the trailblazers of the natural hair care industry. And as we know it now, has started in New York, or at least it's taken off in New York. And in order to be a Master Pioneer, you've had to have at least 20 years in industry. Industry meaning you didn't learn on YouTube. You actually are in industry and have either trailblazed the hairstyle or pioneered or changed the law or something in the industry to make the industry progress as we know it today. So you had to at least have had the first natural hair care salon in New York City or or anywhere for that matter, or pioneer the hairstyle, change the law, or something like that, which makes you a master pioneer. As for me, in my career, I don't know. I'm one of the first to do twists, Senegalese twist with natural hair. I could show you the style, but I'm one of the first that did that. Like you stated, I was in a lot of magazines. You had to be published and so forth to bring attention to women wearing their hair natural in the community. So I received that award in 2015. You could take a picture of my award over there. I'm very proud of it.
Now, what made you leave New York? Because you were doing really well in New York.
I was doing really well in New York in terms of my career and my passion. This is something I know I was born to do because I just do it. You know, I wake up doing it. However, you have to have a little bit of discipline when you want to be successful. And in New York, it was more like a hustle for me, more so than a business. So hustling in New York and being privileged, you can sit up, being privileged with the ability to do entertainers' hair and be in music videos and everything brought a certain, I want to say, celebrity to me.
I was going to say arrogance, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's a little arrogance. No, for real.
No, really.
I mean, being a New Yorker, that comes with some personality and
Exactly.
some kind of thing, because New Yorkers, we are very proud people.
Yeah,
and so, I did have that. And I really, to make a long story short, I didn't respect it as I should have. I used it more as a hustle because it was just something that I could wake up and do.
Keep moving.
Right. So, okay, we're going to move over to the chair. And so I found myself homeless and so needed to start all over. So this is where I started all over. My dad lives here and suggested that I came here to start my life over and make my life, a little bit more.
And what was exciting is that you hit the ground running.
I did.
You hit the ground running. You came, you saw, you conquered. Vidi, vidi, vici. Veni, vidi, vici. But you came, you saw, you conquered. And in a very good way. Very seldom have I seen a person who have moved to a very new place, didn't know anyone, and was able to just kind of like shoot to the top very quickly.
Well, okay, so I came June 1st, 2005. I started Hairloks by Arlette as a business July 15th, 2005. And when I came here, I had $200, 2 kids, and no money.
And a father,
And
thank
my
God.
dad. Thank God for my dad. Yes, thank God for my dad and my stepmom. They really supported me. But thank God for you too, Fatima, because the connection that you had with my family, and they reached out to you to let you know that I was coming. And, I have this whole thing about you being Oprah. When Oprah says something,
wish.
it is so. But,
I wish.
But, and with that, you helped advertise and get people to know that I was here. But my drive and my passion for this is great. This is what I know that I have that nobody can take from me.
Right.
So as long as I walk with my hands in the blessings of God, I'm going to be all right because I'm going to do somebody's hair. Yeah. And my dad always said, people have hair everywhere. So you can always do hair,
Now, you are currently, you're doing Danielle Gary's here, and Danielle is a local makeup artist, special effects woman, cosmetologist. I mean, you do a myriad of things here in the Valley, and believe me, you may be next because I would love to come out talk to you, see the work that you're doing with makeup, and that would be wonderful. But what are you doing to her hair? I see you blow dried it. I know you do my hair, and I sit up under the dryer. And what's the difference between blow drying and putting her up under the dryer?
Well, the dryer gives you more of an intense conditioning. So the dryer actually opens up the cuticle and allows conditioner, oils, or anything to penetrate the cuticle of the hair. The cuticle of the hair is just like your skin when you open up your pores and you cleanse it, or you're going to put some nourishing creams or anything on your skin. So that's what the blow dryer does. I mean, the hair dryer does. The blow dryer is a quick fix. But I don't mind blow drying without putting my clients under the dryer so much, because I know the products that I use are going to penetrate the cuticle.
And that's a Jane Carter product.
And that's the Jane Carter product, yes. So I'm going to blow dry her hair just to get it straighter so that I could braid it down. And right now I'm paying attention to her sides, because we're going to add hair, which is a protective style. So we're going to give her hair is going to be big, and we're going to give her a crochet style. So one of the most important aspects to doing hair also is, like I say, that scalp massage. You just definitely have to stimulate that scalp, and for optimum hair growth. And so I'm just going to brush her sides down a little bit.
So you use Jane Carter. I feel like now this is almost a Jane Carter a commercial, right? But I use her product, and I love her product, and so I really don't have a problem promoting it. But you use the shampoo, and you're going to be using the conditioner. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. Okay. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
Little things that might seem simple could have such a big impact. I'm putting my effort towards an outcome. You have to put effort into it to be part of a community. When you play the lottery, your money stays here in Arizona. It actually goes back to your community. You're helping out your state.
Hi, I'm Calais Campbell of your Arizona Cardinals, and the season is here, so you better be watching. I'm talking about the water safety season, because a drowning can happen in just a few seconds, and we can't afford to lose this game.
That's right, Calais. I'm Phoenix Fire Chief Bob Kahn. The Arizona Cardinals and the Phoenix Fire Department have teamed up to remind you to always watch your kids around water and never swim alone.
Water safety season never ends. Please watch your kids around water.
Little things that might seem simple could have such a big impact. I'm putting my effort towards an outcome. You have to put effort into it to be part of a community. When you play the lottery, your money stays here in Arizona. It actually goes back to your community. You're helping out your state.
Thanks for coming back. I'm Fatima Halim, and we are here in Scottsdale at Hairloks by Arlette. And we have Arlette Pender here with her client, Danielle Gary. And we are now getting ready to start the style. So what are you doing?
Well, now I'm going to create texture. So like I said, I'm going to add hair. So in order for hair to be believable, you have to actually create texture with your client's own hair, so that it blends believably in with the added hair that we're putting in. So I'm just putting in a flat twist along the sides. And this,
you know what I find, Arlette, that it's important that even if you do your own hair, and many of us do our own hair, particularly those of us who are natural, we may do our own hair, but I think that it's important that they come to a stylist like you at least once every month or once every 6 months or whenever that they do that, because you can actually help to nourish and condition their hair. Something that we sometimes don't do. We'll just wash our hair, we'll style it, but we don't really take the time to really take care of it. So can you just explain to the folks why it's important that they come to a stylist like yourself?
Well, okay, and you're right that people could do their own hair at home and have been doing for years. But the importance of a stylist is that we're educated in certain areas and techniques and hair textures, tights, scalp conditions, and all kinds of things like that, so that we can care for different what do I want to say, conditions, and we give optimal care. So a lot of times when you're at home doing your own hair, you don't really take the time because you're in a rush from every day, hustle and bustle of work, the children. I just don't want to do it, but my hair needs to be clean. When a stylist is going to take their time and give you the optimal hair care and really treat and care for your hair, particularly if it's a stylist that loves what they do. So you really have to be careful who's in your head.
And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about as well, because I remember hearing you say that before, that sometimes we'll just pick someone, who does natural hair, we just throw someone out there and throw a name out there. But why do you think it's important to really vet your stylist?
Well, I think it's important because you want to go to someone who has passion and who has integrity and who really cares about what they do. Customer service is so important. Knowledge is so important. And some people choose stylists just for price points. Anytime I'm doing my clients' hair, I'm looking at their scalp condition, I'm looking at their skin, I'm looking at all kinds of things. So when you decide that you're going to go to a stylist, it's important to seek a stylist, consult with a stylist. There's power in the consultation. The consultation is the most important relationship starting and building with a stylist, just so that you know that they understand what you want. It has to be a relationship. So right now, the industry is really saturated.
And everybody says that they do natural hair.
And everyone says that they do natural hair, braids or whatever. However, the clients are coming to me with hair loss from tension, alopecia, traction, baldness. And this is due to too tight braids, not using the proper products, not researching products. I only use the products of the developer that I actually know. You won't find too much stuff that is like out on the market. Some of my product line is sold in Target or other hair supply stores, but I actually know the developer and the developer personally.
Well, we were here recently at your space because you do a lot of events for the community, teaching us how to take care of our hair, teaching us what products are best for our hair. And Jane Carter was here with you. She actually came and she talked about her journey, and her product, how she even got started with that, which I found very interesting. And it is a family business, so that was really good. So I think that it is important that you vet your hair care person. This is the only head of hair you're gonna have.
That's right.
And how you care for it determines the health of your hair.
And one of the other important things is when you're working on somebody's head, this is where the brain is.
Yeah.
Also
your crown chakra.
Your crown chakra.
Right.
So this is where, so the energy between you and your client has to be on point.
Yeah.
So you just can't go. That's why I say it's a power in a consultation, because there's so many times women go into salons and they walk in the salons or shops. I say sometimes, I think there's a different salon, meaning more professional than a shop where you just turning out heads, And so in that case, I just want to add a little bit of hair just to make sure that your hair is...
You're brave, Danielle, sitting up here, letting us shoot you.
At the like being in front of the camera, but this is my woman. She asked me to come. I'm like, okay, I will be there.
That's another thing about being a hairstylist is integrity. And integrity is something that you can't teach someone. They have to have that.
That's true.
So when I talk about the consultation and the power in the consultation, you have to make sure when you're looking for someone to be on your head that their spirit and their energy is really good.
When you say that, I remember years ago, right when I first started my locks, I had a sister who used to color my hair. And she would be doing my hair, and as she was speaking, and she was a colorist, and she really was good. But as she was talking, she would be talking about people. She would be cursing. She would be, you know, just gossiping. And after a while, I said, you know what? While you're doing my hair, I'd appreciate it if you just don't talk.
Right.
If this is what you're going to be talking about. And ironically, after a while, it seemed like my hair started falling out. I stopped going to her.
Definitely.
I stopped going to her because I felt like, yeah, this is not what I want happening to my head while I don't want people talking, having this kind of conversation while I'm getting my hair done. Energy. You know,
energy.
Yeah, it really is. It's important.
It's really important. And you can't learn that on YouTube. You know? So that's why I say there is a power in a consultation. You should consult with your potential stylist, and it also gives indication on whether you, the stylist, want to deal with the client.
That's true.
If you can service the client, because some people you can't do everybody's hair.
Yeah.
So for me, I really work with appointments. I'm not interested in doing everyone's hair. I'm interested in giving the best service that I could possibly provide for my clients. So I'm looking for people who want a service, not just want a style.
What are you going to do with her hair? Because we may not be able to see, what we are going to do is get pictures when you're done. We're going to get photos of the finished product, so y'all will be able to see exactly what's being done and how it's being done, the process. But what exactly are you going to do to her hair?
I'm going to latch hook hair. So I'm going to infuse hair onto her head. It's not going to be her own hair, obviously.
Is that like weaving?
It is. It's a technique of weaving. It's more of a popular technique. It's really called interlocking. Back in the days, we called it interlocking. Today, the language has changed via the internet, and where now it's called crochet braids. When you really don't use a crochet needle. Like, this is not a crochet needle. This is a latch hook, and this is actually a latch hook, which is used to infuse hair onto the head, onto the braid actually. And this braid cannot be too tight, but that's what we use to add hair.
So it's not. So when they say crochet, it's really a misnomer. It's not crocheting.
It's not crochet. It's
like a latch hook.
It's a latch hook. It's a latch hook or interlock.
Okay.
We call it interlock back in the day.
So you're going to latch some hair onto her, and what's going to happen after? I mean, what style are you looking for, Daniel? What do you want? Why are you here?
I was really tired of the wet and wavy Indian rimming. You know, I had a bad experience with a stylist who was not educated in natural hair, which caused me to have to cut off a lot of my hair and start from the beginning. So I just want something just natural. I started wearing, had a hairpiece made for me. It was a huge Afro piece. And I had that in for about 3 weeks, maybe a month, and everybody loved it. They just loved it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to be a natural hairstyle girl now.
Well, natural hair is
beautiful.
So beautiful.
That's who we are.
And when you embrace it, it's even better, because when people actually see you embrace who you are, it's a different respect they give you. And it's a different look, it's a different walk, it's a different talk, it's a different you when you have transitioned from being straight, chemically treated, or just wearing your hair straight. There's in the fro, there's power in the fro.
Yeah,
the fro is very powerful.
I can vouch for that since I've had mine.
Yeah.
What you were saying about your family, the same thing when I went home for Thanksgiving. My grandfather, my grandmother, they were just like taken back. But they were just like, I love it.
They do.
Yeah, when you embrace yourself, other people have no other choice but to embrace you too.
Yeah.
Either they're going to like it or they don't.
Okay, we have to take another break. But when we come back, we're going to see exactly what this style is going to look like. So come back when Focus continues.
Hi, I'm Calais Campbell of your Arizona Cardinals, and the season is here, so you better be watching. I'm talking about the water safety season, because the drowning can happen in just a few seconds, and we can't afford to lose this game.
That's right, Calais. I'm Phoenix Fire Chief Bob Kahn. The Arizona Cardinals and the Phoenix Fire Department have teamed up to remind you to always watch your kids around water and never swim alone.
Water safety season never ends. Please watch your kids around water.
Little things that might seem simple could have such a big impact. I'm putting my effort towards an outcome. You have to put effort into it to be part of a community. When you play the lottery, your money stays here in Arizona. It actually goes back to your community. You're helping out your state.
Now, you use a different kind of hair or hers is a curly, yours is curly.
Yeah, texture is very important. You know, I like creating texture. I don't know. Everybody gets a different look or texture from me. I try not to give everyone to look the same.
Now, when they were weaving, they were using string, right?
Yeah.
Weren't they? But that's a different technique.
That's a whole different thing, yeah. You use string when it's on a weft, you know, where it's sewn, the hair is sewn on a weft together. This is just adding strands, individual strands.
So there you got it. Danielle, Arlette, this is absolutely beautiful. This is just some of the things that you can do with natural hair.
Right.
And hey, if you're interested in reaching out to Arlette, maybe she could massage your scalp, give you some natural hair, or fix your own natural hair for you, or show you exactly what to do. And thank you so much, Arlette. Thank you, Danielle, for being so brave. Letting us get the real you coming up in here again, another real you. And thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time when Focus continues.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Focus. And if you'd like to contact us, if there's a topic you'd like to see us present or someone you'd like us to talk to, the information is right up on the screen. We'll see you next week, same station, same time, when Focus continues.